it's going to be... What an audience. It's going to be a great show tonight. I really am happy with all the people we've got here. I mean... No. I'm sorry. John isn't going to be here tonight. We're going to have to cancel the show. Thanks for...
wait for you anyway.
Yeah!
You take over more and more every week.
I'm sorry.
About 8 shows left, and he's already working into the hosting. But anyway, no, as Mike said, we do have a super show tonight. We have lots of, nothing really big. We don't have a big name, but we have lots of little things, and they're all going to add up, and I'm sure make a great show. Right, Jim?
Right.
So how are you tonight?
Pretty good.
You look good.
What's been happening?
Band has been working on for next week's feature.
Yeah, next week we have a big guest. Of course, we'll talk about her in a minute. Now, do you have a joke for tonight?
No.
You don't want to tell it, but you wanted me to, didn't you? He tells me this joke out in the hall. He says, I got a great joke for you. He tells me the joke. It wasn't very funny. And I said, well, you tell the joke then, but he doesn't want to. So Chris Meredith here, he's going to be featured on Know Your Band a little bit later in the show. John Stromberger, how are you doing tonight? So, I hear you're in the same position that Mr. Hatfield is. This is your only night out. Well, thank your dad for letting you out tonight.
Want to come over and get grounded with me?
Yeah, you guys ought to get grounded together. Well, thanks, Jim, and we'll be checking back later. Mike, how are you doing this week?
Grounded.
You're still...
Hey, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to know I'm celebrating my fourth week of grounding.
Fourth big week.
The fourth big week.
It's like when they advertise their movies, the fourth big week. This is Mike's big week of grounding.
Yeah.
Mike, do you need some professional help? I mean...
I always need professional help, but...
I mean, if worse comes to worse, you could ask Mr. Woodward to tutor you in chemistry.
I want to learn.
Make sure that chair's
John.
sturdy before you sit down.
The people are clapping tonight. What did you give them, John?
So, is anything real big happened in your week? Nothing, probably, right?
I heard a couple things that happened, but
Anyway, as I mentioned earlier in the show, next week, of course, is a big, big week. And we have our Kaler Countdown calendar. It's new with a picture, and our calendar girl is now going to come out and take off. Yeah!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a deal.
Anyway, we got these printed up last week. These are, why don't you zoom in? Well, you can zoom in on the one on the wall if you want. You'll be steady, but it's a picture
got the one
of...
in your hands. And actually, nothing now.
Sorry. It's a...
John, who did that?
It's a picture.
Did I do that? Yeah, I did.
It's a picture of Judy Kaler on our Kaler Countdown calendar. And I think, these have been distributed. Here, give a couple up to the band members. Well, here's one without the count, but that's just a nice picture of Judy. We sent one of these in the mail to her, by the way, so she's been all...
She's happy.
All geared. I sent her a letter, and she's going to be here 1 week from tonight and tell us the ins and outs of state government, I guess.
The
Also, the
legislative
band is going to be featured, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of the band, we have a band member we're going to feature tonight in a segment we popularly refer to as Know Your Band. And we're going to talk to Chris Meredith tonight. So, Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Pretty good, John.
So you've been here a while, and you've never been featured yet? I was thinking you had been, but Jim told me, he said,
Never.
Meredith Kid, he hasn't been featured yet, and he's really waiting to get over here and talk about his life. So tell us about your life.
Well, not too much to say, really.
Well, I'll ask you what I ask every surgeon. Why did you join the surgeon?
There isn't really too much good on TV Wednesday night. So there's something. Wow. No, but really, I mean, no, it's fun being. It's fun. Practice is cool.
Cool.
Hey, fun.
Of course, today was the first day of spring, so it's probably not so cool anymore.
Well.
So you guys do have practices? I heard we had a problem with practices.
Lately.
Not that many practices.
Not lately, but we do have practices.
No, you're working up for a big feature next week, right?
Yeah.
Right. You want to give us a little hint about what it is?
No.
No, I don't know. Jim, what is it? It's some song.
Some song.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's real good.
Probably.
So, Chris, have you played an instrument for a long time?
Well, since like 4th grade. Yeah.
That's a pretty long time. I mean, that's
Yeah.
4 or 5 years of your life, whatever.
Couple.
Are you in the high school band?
Yeah.
Like marching band?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
It's okay. I probably won't be in it next year though,
Why not?
because I'm too busy.
But are you gonna stay in the Surgeons next year?
Probably.
Probably, huh? Yeah. Let's.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Now you're not only interested in like band, but when you were here, you were a guest last fall. You were in the fall play, right? And you were a guest. I remember you. That's the first time I ever met you. And you were just really a neat person then. No, that was before you joined the Surgeons. And then I guess seeing this show in action as a guest, what recruited you into being a surgeon. No, so you were in the fall play, and you were in the.
I was in the musical.
In the musical too, right? So you're interested in that kind of stuff. How'd you get interested in plays and stuff?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I always liked it. I was in plays when I was young. I was in a couple.
Like where,
Like-
at school
like
or?
at- no, like at Cornstalk.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, just minor parts. But,
Yeah.
But I liked. My dad was in a lot of musicals and stuff, and he was, young guy.
So it's not. So you kind of. What is that? How you kind of first got interested? Your
Yeah,
dad kind of started.
I
you
guess so. But
Well, how come you like it?
Well, it's really fun, and a lot of people don't know how fun it is, but stuff like that is really. I mean, it's cool.
Well, why is it fun? I mean, is it just exciting for you to get up in front of an audience and
Yeah.
do that kind of thing?
And it's pretty hard work, but it really pays off.
So did you have a lot of fun doing The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
What part did you play?
Well, I had lines, but I was just a munchkin.
Just a munchkin.
But I sang in
Don't
band.
say just a munchkin. Say I was a munchkin.
Be proud of it.
It's all in the way you say it.
Yeah,
All right.
sure, John.
That's-
Yeah.
Everybody just settle down. Audience once again getting out of control. We can't handle this. Yeah. So anyway, where were we at? Oh, the Wizard of Oz. You were just a munchkin.
I was a munchkin.
But you had fun doing that, huh?
Yeah.
So even if you have small parts, you don't have to be the lead
No,
to have a good time.
if you're just a part of it, it makes you, it pays off and it's really fun.
Well, you probably though in the coming years hope to get a lead or something, right?
Yeah.
In musicals or plays, you plan to try out for all
Yeah.
future productions
Well,
at WCHS.
probably, yeah.
And what about like in the TV department though? Do you hope to go any farther in this department than a surgeon?
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it.
Well, it's something you could do.
Yeah,
I
it'd
mean,
be-
you
it'd
could
be- yeah, it'd
maybe,
be-
be an announcer sometime. Well, I don't mean this year, Mike. No, stay when after Mike's long gone.
I thought that was a hint, maybe.
No,
or
no.
something.
You didn't have to give up your seat right now. No.
But I guess
No,
I
but like,
could.
or you could even start your own show,
Really?
Well, yeah.
There you go. You blew it now, John. You're committed. He's got to start it.
No, you don't have to
No, I
start.
mean,
No, but,
I didn't
it's
know that,
something if
okay.
you had enough support. You could start that game show Mike's always been talking about.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
That's the most exciting show that's never been on Channel 5. Mr. Hagemeyer's had a time slot waiting for it for weeks. Mike, when's that talk show coming out?
Talk show? Oh, yeah, that
A
one.
game show.
Game
This
show,
is a talk
talk show,
show.
you
That
know.
would be a game show.
It's all the same.
Even though you talk in a game show, huh?
Well, you don't play games.
No, but that's okay. We'll just pretend you were late for the last one, right? Well, Chris, what else are you involved in besides performing and that kind of stuff?
Like I like sports and everything.
Like what sports? You on any
I was
teams
in,
here at school?
I was in football for my
You were on the
freshman
football
year.
team?
Uh-huh.
For your freshman year. But you say that like you're not going to be next year?
No, I think
Oh,
I think
okay.
I will. I'm planning on it.
So you like football?
Yeah.
What about anything else? Basketball?
Well, not basketball, but I'm in track.
Oh, so you're doing track right now?
Yeah.
What event do you do?
Well, probably pole vault. I don't know. I've been changing around. Probably pole vault though. Pole vault.
Yeah. No, I did not.
Yeah, full ball. Yeah.
I know. Well, Chris, I want to thank you for coming over, and I'm glad you finally made it over here.
Great.
You're great. No, you do a good job in the band. You're a dedicated member along with the other people here tonight, and we hope to see you around having fun. Thanks a lot, Chris.
All right. Thanks.
Coming
a lot.
over.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
John, I got one question.
Yeah.
Are there really a lot of people out there that can make their ears twitch? I just saw this granola commercial a while ago.
Anyway, next on the show, we have
Okay, I guess not.
we have a remote tonight. Let's just hear it for the fact that there is a remote.
We need it.
No, we've been talking about. We've been trying to get people involved and going out with the camera because that's fun for people to go out and kind of different to watch. Anyway, this week John Feeser and I think who went with you? And Andy Kerr,
The roving
and Joel
reporters.
Corcoran, and on the camera. They went out to the tennis courts right outside here at Washington High School, and they got about a 4 or 5 minute remote on the tennis team. So we will now run the tennis remote, and here's Andy Kerr to tell you about it.
I'm Andy Kerr from WCHS Today. We're doing a new insight on tennis players, and as you see, the tennis courts are now empty, but pretty soon they're going to be filled with tennis players trying out for new positions. With Ken Head, he's going to talk to us today about what's going on in this tennis match. Well, Ken, how long have you been in tennis?
Well, I've been playing myself for about 5 or 6 years, quite a number of years, really. This is the first year for on my team, so I'm quite enthusiastic about this. I'm waiting for a good turnout here. I really like the game.
Well, let's take a look at the courts here. What exactly is going on here at this game here?
What they're doing is they're playing tennis, Andy. That's Dean over there.
No, can you be more specific about this area
this
right
court here?
Yeah.
Well, what we've got is Mark Koenig and Dave Walters. They're in the middle of a match they're playing. That was a
I just saw he hit the ball. What is that?
That's called a forehand serve. He's fairly good at that. He's number 1 position on the tennis team, varsity, and they're playing for positions is what they're doing.
I noticed the white lines on the court. What do these signify?
Those are alleys. The alleys are for the doubles and all. They're for out of bounds and that. And those are the service courts right over there.
I noticed that also the net's at a certain height. What is the height of the nets anyway?
A racket in the face. Is that right, Mark? That is right. Racket in the face.
Well, we take a look back at the courts here, and we can see the game.
The kid over in the blue is Jeff Owens. I'm not sure about him. He's not too good. If I ever get a chance to play him, I really think I will beat him.
Well, it looks like the match is just debated. Oh, he's picking up a ball here. How many matches do you really have to play to get a position here to win?
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. I've noticed. I noticed that they keep on hitting the net. Is there any?
The point is no good after it hits the net. The point is out.
How do you get? How do you get a point in tennis?
By hitting the other person's green side.
By hitting the other person's green side, you get a point. What are these lines right here signify? I remember something P about those. Mrs. Hurley talking to us about that.
Alley, listen.
Okay.
Those are called alleys.
If the ball hits inside an alley, is a point taken away, or?
Only in doubles is the point count. Only in doubles. Singles is what they're playing here. It doesn't count. I may add that tennis is a very aggravating sport.
I noticed that the players seem to get very worked up over this game. I also tended to observe here that they tend to switch over an awful lot.
They do that.
When is the first match anyway here? Anyway, Ken?
For next month?
For this month or whenever?
April 8th or 9th. One of the
April 8th or 9th. Who do you plan on playing? Who do we plan on playing for this match?
Anybody they want. varsity players, anybody.
Who is the tennis coach anyway, Ken?
Mr. James Witt.
Is he coach for freshman and sophomore and varsity, or just one or the other?
Both.
Both. What was the record for the tennis team last year anyway?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Is the Washington tennis team does it usually have a pretty good record?
I really couldn't say. Walter's over there would know.
Walter's over there would
Or
know.
that guy over there, Owen.
We have some more of the tennis team here. They're kind of scattered around here. Maybe we could talk to some of them and see what their views on tennis are. Anybody? Somebody say something, please. Hey, over here. We got a... how long have you been on the tennis team, Troy Pritchard?
I haven't made cuts yet.
What does making cuts exactly mean anyway?
Well, see, you have too many people going out for the team, and, well, they have to get rid of some of them, and they usually get rid of the worst ones.
Do you think you'll make the cut?
Well, really, I don't know.
Well, I'm Andy Kerr signing off from WCHS Today. Back to you, John.
Boy, that was great. Yeah, that was good, John.
Thanks a lot, Andy. You did good.
Andy, you did a good job on that. Why don't Andy's got a bit coming up later in the show. You're taking over too. Now, why don't you go out and do some more remotes? That was really good. I'm sure Washington enjoyed that, and East Peoria and Mr. Eggmeyer all like.
I bet you he's down there laughing up a storm.
Laughing up a storm. Anyway, next on the show we have some mathletes here, and I'm not too familiar with what they do, but they're going to come out and tell us all about it. And John Noren here, but well, he's in the band, so we're not going to have him over the desk, but we'll give him recognition. Would you please welcome our mathletes?
Yeah! Hey! Shake my hand? No, I know you will, though. Steve Huxley.
Yes, now you probably think you've seen this girl before. No, she was...
No.
Why don't you scoot your chair over so you guys... I mean, you're not... He doesn't bite.
No.
I don't think. They're bitting me. No, this is Joel Corcoran right here, and that's Kaylin Deeb down there, and they're going to talk about mathletes. Joel, what exactly are mathletes? I mean, obviously it has something to do with math.
Well, mathletes, the mathletes are a group of people, mostly. Well, they're all freshmen, sophomores, juniors, a lot of seniors.
Mhm.
And we just competed in a regional math contest at ICC. And we got the highest score ever achieved at this high school.
Okay, I got a...
Yeah.
I've got a score sheet right here. It's got a bunch of schools listed here: Spalding, Bloomington, etc. And then, all right, now I see there are a bunch of different
Oh, yeah.
categories. What? So there are different competitions like
Yeah.
Algebra 1, Geometry, that kind of
Well,
thing.
see,
What?
I participated in the calculating contest. I don't know what, Kaylin, what did you?
Freshman written competition.
Mhm.
Let's see. Jim Jurgis was, I think.
Najib.
Najib, yeah, Najib. He was in I think it was linear programming,
Yeah.
and John Salmon was in convexity, and those were both oral contests where you got up and explained different things. I never really stayed.
Now, what
around
did
for
you
that.
specifically do in calculating?
Calculating? They gave us a list of problems.
Yeah.
15
Was this
problems.
like a team thing?
Yeah, team thing. Steve Hampson. Mike.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah, Steve. You remember Steve? He's been on so many times.
Yeah, he was just on last week. He'll probably be on next week.
Najib
I'm sure
again.
he'll be here next week for Judy.
Yeah. Jim Jurgis was gone.
Mhm.
Paul Fiddler, myself, and I don't even remember his
The
name.
last person was.
Yeah, I don't remember the last person.
Well, but in any case, so
Yeah.
you got a list of problems.
Yeah,
and
we
what
got-
did you have to do?
Well, what we did was each of us got a test,
Mhm.
okay, with a separate question sheet. And we looked through the problems, found the one that we wanted to do, and then told everyone else we were doing that. When
Yeah.
we got an answer, we wrote it down on one answer sheet and turned that answer sheet in for our whole team. So I never really found out what my individual score was.
So you really don't know because it's a team effort.
No, it's a
kind
team
of
effort.
thing, Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do very well in that competition? You got a 20,
Well,
right?
that's out of
What that
75
means.
points.
But
possible. It wasn't too
the
bad.
highest was 30,
the highest
though,
was
so
30,
it's not
yeah.
like
No, we
that was real
tied.
bad.
We tied for second.
Now, how come Washington did so good this time? You said they beat all the other schools?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
beat all the other schools and we got the highest score. I
Is
guess.
this something that people study for? Does that have something to do with it, or is it just
Well,
or is it just the knowledge you have from math classes?
really a combination of both because I studied a bit. You know.
Did you?
Yeah, Mr. Smith, who got me into this, was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gets people into
yeah,
everything.
He gets people into everything.
He's trouble.
No, he gave me 4 tests that were last year's tests,
Uh-huh.
and I did all the problems on them, and I got maybe half of them right. But it was pretty good. He said he only got maybe 1 or 2 the entire time he tried that test. So I guess I could be a teacher.
Yeah.
Now,
You
Mr.
could-
Reed gave us some.
You could be the next Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
that's
we
what your
got
goal
some
in life is. I don't know.
Well, I
But
couldn't-
why?
No, we like Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I couldn't top him.
Kaylin, what did you participate in? You said freshman.
Freshman written competition.
Okay, so what did you compete individually or with a team?
Well, it was, what they did was they took, there were 6 people on our team, and we all did the test separately, and then they took the top 4 scores from that team and added them up, and then whatever points they got, then
Yeah.
they went through the rest of them and figured it out, I guess.
Do
Who was the top?
do both of you do well in your math classes? I mean, are like A math students? Sudden laryngitis or what?
No, people are talking to me out in the audience. I don't.
Yeah,
what was
we're-
the question?
Talk louder.
Talk
Joel.
louder. Okay.
Talk louder.
Talk louder. Yes. Well.
So my question was, are you A math students?
Well, I am in geometry because
Yeah, I guess.
it's
Yeah.
geometry somehow just clicks together for me. Like Mr. Smith, yeah.
Squares
Never
and
quite
circles.
clicked for me. Sat there in Gordy's class.
Oh. No.
When does second hour start? That's what I said
No.
last year.
Mr.
No.
Smith he's a good teacher. He really is.
No.
Probably the reason I did so good is because he is a good teacher and he explained things very well so I can understand them. And
So you think a lot of it, what you know is due to him?
Yeah,
You would think
a
he
lot of it,
explains
because-
math well?
yeah, because if he just handed us a book and said, "This is
Yeah.
how you do it. Now do these problems."
Nobody understands.
Nobody
math book.
understands.
Anybody
yeah.
who's read a math book, you don't look at a math
No,
book and
you-
understand it.
No.
Now, Kaylin, you have who's your math teacher?
Mr. Reed.
Okay, Clint, we like him too.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not, no comment here, I'm not
No.
getting in trouble.
No, you don't have to say anything. I'll do it all. Only 9 big weeks left of school. And that diploma.
Yeah, but I've got him for summer school.
No, you better be careful. Do you think Mr. Reed had a lot to do with your winning? I mean, do you think he explains things well too?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I guess. You know,
Just say yes.
like-
Just
Yeah.
smile and nod with her.
No, well, like I said, he handed out a bunch of sheets for us to work, and, you know, we came back and he gave us the answers. Like, we worked them over the weekend, he gave us the answers. And if I hadn't done those, I probably wouldn't have gotten any right on the test at all.
So you did study a little bit
Yeah.
for it too. And do both of you really like math? I mean, I personally, I always hated it. You know, I guess some people like it and some don't. You know, do both you? Do you really? I mean, do you find math
Well,
that's fun?
That's a tough question to answer, considering if I say no, a lot of people are going to be mad at me.
No, I don't.
It's
Well,
challenging.
yeah. If it was, well, let's see. Algebra, I didn't like too much because it was, I didn't really understand it. But geometry is fun.
So the
Yeah.
different types
Squares
of
and circles.
so the different types of math. Well, I thought geometry is more.
Oh yeah, geometry is.
What about you, Kaylin? Do you think it's fun?
Yeah, I think
You-
it's fun. It's,
Just trying to solve problems. Do you think it's fun?
well, you know, you get, like, every day you learn something new and how to do something else that'll help
Mhm.
you later. Not like,
Well, do both of you want to go into some type of math-related careers? I mean, you mentioned wanting to help you later. I mean,
Well, not
Joel?
really. This might be a plug, but I'm hoping to be a newspaper editor.
that was a pretty
Or-
blatant plug, I think. I know.
No,
I know what you're saying. I hope Mrs. Knapp's watching this
Yeah,
show.
I hope Mrs. Knapp. No, really, I want. There's the heckler. You ought to repair that, Mr. Wood. It sounds pretty serious. No,
Yeah,
seriously.
there's a tube in his
Yeah.
piece out of it.
Yeah. Seriously, I'd like to be a writer of some kind on a paper, magazine, or as
For
an
a
author.
career,
Yeah,
not
for
just
a
a high
career.
school paper.
No, for a career, really.
Yeah. What about you, Kaylin? I mean, you're only fresh.
I want
Do
to
you
go
know
into
yet?
law.
Into law? You want to be a lawyer? That's super.
Very commendable.
Anyway, John Norland.
John knows what I'm
John
like.
Norland, who's in our band, is also on the
Yeah,
team,
he was
right?
also a
How did he do?
John got first in the freshman written competition.
Which
They
was-
had an
yeah.
individual awards, and we swept the freshmen.
Yeah.
John was first, Kevin Hartster was second, and Matt Holsey was third, right?
That's super.
Right, that's
So
right.
it's nice to know there are a bunch of people walking around the halls
Yeah.
of school that know a lot about, or more about math than I do. No, it's not. Math just never was my subject. I want to thank the two of you for coming. I know you want to stay.
Yeah.
We have, again, we had them last week, and they were such. Jim, why don't you just get some roller skates? No, I know you want to stay. We had these two guys on last week, and we got lots of fan mail. We got no, we can read. No, they were really popular, so we invited them back for a few minutes this week. They are.
Even if they did
it's
give
in
us
the
fan
office.
mail.
They were Eric and Andy, and here they are once again this week. Let's give them some encouragement.
Yes, we're back. And we're going to start off with
Posters.
posters.
Here, poster girl, is a poster for you.
Oh, gosh, thanks, guys.
Andy, why do we have a poster girl?
Why do we have a poster girl? Well, Eric, I'll tell you why we have a poster girl. You know how all these TV shows always have a pretty girl on there? Well, we're out there out of pretty girls, so I got her. Drum.
A pretty guy.
Okay, we're gonna start this out
After the show.
with our new video reviews.
Video reviews.
Hold them so I can read them too. Okay, Careless Whisper by Wham.
We gave it an up.
These guys are,
They're a bit on the light side.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to
The only
bigger-
guys I know who wear dresses. Louie with John Belushi. singing.
Yes.
Good old John. Money by John Belushi.
Definitely. The best.
We Are the World by Everybody and His Brother. We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. That's also very good.
Got to rate that one.
We Are the World's good.
What? No, it's bad.
We can't afford those. Oh, by the way, this is our poster girl that we've been talking to you about, who just came back from her strike.
It was fun.
It was she.
You were out with the writers.
So we decided to let her come back on the show. So because we're pretty nice guys.
They begged me.
Beat It by Michael Jackson. Well, you know what we think about Mike. We can't say it on the air.
No comment.
No comment on Mike. Eat It. Weird Al. The camera can't see, Kaylin.
What?
Weird Al.
Go. You're fired. Get out of here. Get out.
Weird Al. He's a very good guy. Purple Rain by Prince. He's also right up there with Mikey. The Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters.
Andy didn't know how to spell neutron.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, that's our poster
All the-
girl's fault.
All the good writing is hers, but if you notice, they're all Wham.
Wham. That's
Only one.
down.
We're not going to even look at the Wham.
One good one on there.
Okay, now we're going to go to our movie part.
Movie section.
Flamingo Kid. This is a good movie. Showed a lot of good swimsuits. It was really... Believe it or not, it even had a plot along with the swimsuits. This started out, it was like a book. They read the movie to us for a while.
That was even boring.
And they kept on repeating something I never did figure out. Oh my God, it's full of stars.
They said that
Never figured that one out.
612 times.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very bad movie.
Very, very poor.
Johnny Dangerously. Good movie.
Great movie.
We haven't seen this movie yet, but we heard it's great.
I don't know going either.
Witness.
This is going to be a good
This
movie.
is gonna be. We're gonna see this Friday and tell you how we liked it.
$1 now.
Yes,
They
yes, Mike.
raised the price.
No. Do not take.
Dad,
This,
that's your mom.
this is not a parent movie, especially for moms. Dads, well, it depends. This is what your mom looks like, I
we have
guess.
one more. Smurf's Revenge.
Smurf's Revenge, the movie. Well,
Wow.
I did receive a letter in the mail. I forgot to bring it, but believe it or not, I did receive a letter. It said something that they disagreed with Mickey and Maude, and they said it was a good movie, and they put a little star in there. And I say to you still, no, it's a bad movie.
Yeah, he thought it was me that wrote it.
I thought it was her that wrote it. Who else would write that? Okay.
What do we have on the agenda?
Oh, we're gonna.
Yes.
In a couple weeks, we're gonna have the all-new Miss WCHS Today pageant.
Because she's getting fired.
If you want to be a bathing beauty on this show, you just sign your name up and give it to Eric, and we'll get you signed up there. Huh? So far, we do not have any applicants except for John Feeser.
John
of course.
Feeser, definitely.
What else are we gonna do? Oh, we're also gonna show you our neat collection of hats.
Hats.
This is my hillbilly hat. This is what I wore to the dance the other night. She didn't like it too well.
No, I didn't.
This is my pig hat. This is her hat, Eric.
What has
This is his red beret hat.
Red beret hat.
This is his Vietnam hat.
This is my Vietnam hat from when I went to Korea.
Andy, I see a slight resemblance there.
Yeah. This is our Indian hat for when we want to go out and play cowboys and Indians.
Okay, this is a hat. I don't like that one.
No. Oh,
Okay, this is
a
this
coon
is my
hat.
Daniel Boone
I
hat.
like that one.
This is a hat that fits any size head.
Yay!
Please stand by.
Here, this is a good
that's
hat.
a
This
good
is a Dutch boy hat that doesn't fit me anymore.
Let's have another.
Oh, this is my
Our hat.
this is my fishing hat. I had to take out all the fish hooks because they kept
one
on
too.
sticking me.
Ooh, blind.
Uh-oh, we ran out of hats.
Why
Run out of hats.
Here.
Oh, Scooby hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we got...
this is my favorite hat. This is my night hat.
Take me to your leader.
This, well, Eric,
Now that's nice.
that's a nice hat.
Wait,
Looks
I have
like,
a Ferrari hat. Back on.
Oh, our credits. We're gonna take off your jacket, Eric. We have to. This is the point where we teach everyone out there who does not know how to tell time.
Tell time.
As you notice, this clock is set at 5 till 11.
5 till...
There's a
So
reason
this
for
one.
that.
5 to 11 is a magic time.
This is a magic time. She thought this was a real clock, and for 15 minutes, she asked why this was 5 till 11, and we kind of held it up and go like this. See? Kaylin, this is not a real clock. It's a how to tell time clock.
I was trying to talk to my dad at the time. So I'm like,
Okay, Eric. We have here. How to tell time.
Yes. My mom and dad said if I learned, they would get me a watch.
somebody did give us.
I learned real good.
Somebody gave us that.
Do a zoom in on the watches. So all the people out there know. They might recognize one.
You have one for each time zone?
Yes. Both of them.
This is the time. See, last week I forgot to do credits and stuff, and right now we're gonna have people come. We're not gonna do credits yet. I have to. Okay, Chris Holford, our co-coordinator, who's acting as for Rob Smith as coordinator. Chris, come on.
He's
camera.
coming out here right
He's
now.
coming out. Yes.
Yes.
Chris Holford. This is Hoagie here. He's our co-coordinator. Thank you. See, this is the reason we don't have these people on too often. Scott. This is our stage manager, Scott. Producer, John Feeser.
Boo.
Hey guys, get a good look. Imagine him in a bikini.
Who else do we have? That's about it we have here for tonight. Most of them are gone.
Very special thanks to Andy White, who drew these hands for me during computer class.
Wait, move it here. I got an idea. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of
move it up and down so they think that they're TV.
Yeah. So we're gonna kind of move this like it's a real show. Just kind of move down.
See?
Okay.
Let's do it
This
backwards.
is
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. Up. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, your
okay, we
TV
have
set's not
artwork
upside down.
for Andy White. Thank you, Andy. Oh, I appreciate that. Executive producers, of course.
That's us. We're the greatest.
We're the greatest. Producer, John Feeser. Poster girl,
She was.
coordinator, he's in Germany right now. Rob Smith. Hope he comes back. Assistant coordinator, of course, Chris Holford, the Blade. We have stage managers, Scott Rathman. That's right. Janitors, Shane Newkirk, Scrub McBrush, and the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, yeah, Millie, too.
Millie, we'll write her in chalk.
Millie.
Misspelled.
Okay, that's about all we have for tonight. Back to you, John.
Yes. Goodbye.
Gee, Andy, it's getting longer each week.
No, you guys did a super job again tonight. Washington loves you. Well, I want you to do a spin-off, start your own show with the right things are going. No, I didn't say invade this show. No.
Miss Rogers' Neighborhood.
Miss Rogers' Neighborhood.
But I thought you wanted exposure. I thought you wanted.
She's going to have the police department on there for the 8th consecutive week.
Don't believe we're saying this, folks.
Oh. What do you say to something like that, Mike?
Yeah.
No, it's been one of those weeks. Like I said, this week we had nothing really big, but lots of little things tied all together. Made a super show, didn't it?
It's like this.
Hey, next week we want to. Oh, there's one thing I have to. There's one thing I have to mention. We have to row for this. Can we just for a moment, real quick?
Should I sit here and act
Yeah,
intelligent?
just sit there and act like usual, dumb.
Bye, see you later.
Sit down. We have the WCHS tote board. Now, the reason we didn't come to this at the beginning of the show was we didn't have any donations this week. Now, I know it. And I didn't even eat dinner before the show. Just anticipating more stuff from Dairy Queen, but look, we have 3 more big spaces to fill, so we need food. How about next week with Judy Kaler, huh? Food. Well, that wraps it up for tonight. We will be back next week with Judy Kaler herself. So go out and have a good week. We want to thank all of our guests, of course. So
But be back at the television at 8 o'clock next Thursday night.
Have a nice week, everyone.
We have a child.
Hello,